Hey guys, George Diamondyard Sports Cards coming at you with another video. Big news in the hobby. SGC is going to be purchased by PSA's parent company, Collectors. Talk about that. Got an SGC reveal here with some great cards. Jim Brown, Willie Mays is in this. Satchel Paige, Relic card, Snoopy, Shohei. Anyway, it's a short one though. I'll go over that with you. Also, spring training's in full bloom here in Phoenix, and we are having a ball. Going to go see the Dodgers tomorrow night. The Dodgers will be playing the Guardians out at the Dodgers facility. And so my son went to go see Yamamoto yesterday. That was really cool. So without further ado, I'm going to spin this around and go through this reveal and talk a little bit about stuff. Here we go. Here, get that camera set. Okay, guys, the first thing I want to say is I don't know if this is a good idea that this group is being picked up and purchased by Collectors. I'll tell you this about SGC. I just sent 2 orders to them. I send orders to them. And for those of us that want to have consistent grades in the hobby, consistency, speed, customer service, these guys are the way to go. And you know what? They call me. They called me about my order because they had my address messed up instead of letting it just sit there. So there's just a drastic difference between PSA and SGC. And frankly, as I've said before, SGC operates the way PSA operated like 8-9 years ago when they were a smaller group, things like that. But the grading itself is really more consistent in my mind. Sometimes I choose where to send cards. Often based on what type of card it is, how fairly I feel it will be treated. And, I'm not saying that PSA is unfair, but they do seem wildly inconsistent. And those guys, you guys in the community who've been doing this for a long time know this acutely. You younger guys in the community who've been submitting cards for maybe 3 or 4 years, you're realizing this. You send a bunch of modern cards in, and you might submit 6 the same Tom Brady, and you get 6 9s. That's mathematically really impossible, or you'll submit modern cards and you'll start getting 6s and 7s on them, and the cards are straight from a pack. So I've never really experienced that with SGC. So from the perspective, and here's the tuxedo. From the perspective of the set registry, I know that that's a big deal to many PSA collectors, and it draws them away from collecting SGC, and that's just a fact. The set registry is a great idea. It's a great idea because they're able to sell and make commons that really wouldn't be valuable in the first place valuable. But it is important to collectors, and there's a lot of collectors that are we all are kind of very, I wouldn't say OCD, but some of us are, and some of us are less or more. But the set registry is something that SGC has struggled with and not made a set registry. And, that's part of an issue of their lack of success is that there is no set registry for them. Maybe this will start us on a path towards a universal set registry where if you have SGC cards and PSA cards, then they can get put in a similar registry. For example, me, as you guys know, watch my channel, I'm a big Jackie Robinson collector. Everything I have, not everything, but almost everything I have is PSA of Jackie Robinson. But when I went to go buy a rookie card a couple years ago, a 49 leaf card, what I did was I found the nicest looking card I found was an SGC 2 that was in my price range. And it was centered and it was gorgeous. And I bought it. And I haven't tried to cross it to PSA because I'm not really a set registry guy. I have a 49 photo pack. I have the highest graded 1949 Jackie Robinson photo pack. I bought it raw. PSA didn't grade them. So I sent it to SGC and they gave it a 7 and it's beautiful. And now they do grade the photo pack. Am I going to try to cross it to PSA? No, I'm not, because I don't want people damaging my stuff. And the more hands that are on your stuff, the more likely it is to get damaged. Am I paranoid about this? I don't think so, because I've had it happen. Anyway, also another thing, guys, I want to say is the Burbank show that was in Ontario was fantastic. I did that show, and it was great. Saw a bunch of people out there. Josh Rader Rookie, Rick Acosta. I'm going to forget people. Geez, Mikey. So many people out there. My buddy Eric was with me and Levon LA Collection. So we're going to be doing a show here. There's 2 big shows. We're going to do the front row shows coming up, and then out in Glendale and then downtown Phoenix the following week, March 15th to 18th, I believe, is the Convention Center show, the Arizona State Card Show. So we'll be there if you want to come out. So here we go with the SGC submission. What we have here, they're already in. Some of them are in. I never understood this. Some of them get these sleeves and some don't. So Jordan here, I thought this might have a chance at a 10. 93, 90, 93, 94 Jordan, SGC 9.5. This was a Griffey, 92 Stadium Club Skydome All-Star, 9.5. This is an interesting card. I don't know what this is worth. If you could help me out with this, that'd be great. But it is a Snoopy, 70 Dolly Madison Peanuts Snoopy. Now, this is only the 3rd one graded. 2 are graded by SGC, 1's graded by PSA. I've seen some of the sales of Charlie Brown and Linus and Schroeder in this, and Peppermint Patty and stuff, and Lucy. This card is, I think it might be the Snoopy Rookie. Is it the Snoopy Rookie? Isn't it the Snoopy Rookie? I don't know. I'm not a non-sports guy too much, but I just thought it was cool. And if somebody could point me in the right direction, I mean, maybe I should reach out to Ryan at Breakout Cards. But let me know what you guys think of this Snoopy. I think it's relatively valuable. Anyway, SGC slapped it with a 4.5, and I was happy with that. I thought that was fair. Ellie Howard, first African-American Yankee. You know, I always liked this card. I thought it was off-center, but I had it in my collection for a long time. But the corners are super sharp, and the registration is fantastic. So this is a really pretty sweet Ellie Howard. This was a nice Griffey. Got a 10. Stadium Club, 93 Top Stadium Club. Members only. Thought it had a chance at a 10. It got a 10. Happy with that one. This was a Jerry West. These stickers are really undervalued. You got like Chet Walker here. You get the great Willis Reed, 4.5, not a super high grade, but it's a really nice card. Well centered, you know, for people out there who love the centering, you know, which has been a topic of late. Anyway, so Willis Reed, Jerry West, a really nice 4.5. And these stickers are really pretty rare. Not rare, but just more scarce than your regular cards from the 71 set, which is a fantastic basketball set. A few more here. Shohei, rookie debut. Just figured any Shohei you got that might get a 10, you got to sub it. So I subbed 2. One got a 9.5. One got a 10. See, I understand this grading. That makes sense, right? But, you know, if you submit 10 Shoheis to PSA and you get 10 9s, that's not mathematically possible. Now, on this card, this is a pretty easy card to grade. But, for example, I had a friend submit some, like, it was like 2010 Brady's, and there were like 6 of them. And they all got 9s. That's just not, I mean, maybe maybe my logic is messed up, but they all look like 10s to me. But it's remarkable to think they would all be 9s. None of them would be 10s. None. Anyway, so this is a beauty. Frankly, I just sold this card, Fence Busters. It's going off in the mail this morning. It's a beautiful card. I bought it a while ago because I just thought the registration on it was really nice. There are no print dots or anything like that. And Willie, you know, giving Duke the treatment, talking to him probably about that, you know, hey, man, you are just a buff guy. You're a great Dodger. But I'm Willie Mays. I'm the greatest player of all time. Top 2 greatest players of all time. Anyway, really nice Willie Mays here and Duke Snyder. The back is really red and nice. And again, a 5 is a very fair grade on this card. That's about what I thought it would grade. So, you know, when you send cards to SGC, they tend to get the grades that you think that they would get. Sometimes you're surprised. You know, very rarely do you feel like, oh, my card was a 7 and they gave it a 4, which PSA will do. And then you'll resubmit it. And then they'll give it a 7. Like Papa Rossi says, John Rossi, please submit again. So this was a nice Jim Brown. I never got it graded because of the centering, but it was really sharp. I mean, very sharp. And then the registration's fantastic. So this is a nice Jimmy Brown and a 6.5. The greatest running back of all time. A few more here, 2 more. The great Larry Doby, 4.5. Thought this was very fair. I thought it would get between a 4 and 5, 4.5. Again, this was the last card, and it had a sleeve around it too. So with SGC, you get a sleeve on the first card of the set, first card of the submission, and the second card of the submission. So that was a nice one. And the last one was my favorite of this group. Was it the best? I don't know, but it was my favorite. It was a Hall of Fame Materials 2005 Satchel Paige Silver, numbered to 15, and they gave it a 9.5. And I was super happy with that. See there, it's numbered to 15. Thought this was a really nice card. I have, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these slabbed by PSA. I don't think I have any 10s. They have 9s and 9s, I think. Anyway, this is a really cool Upper Deck Hall of Fame Materials Satchel Paige Silver. It says, and again, I talked to you guys with this. You have received a Satchel Paige game used pants card from the Upper Deck Company. From the front of this card is an authentic piece of pants worn by Satchel Paige, an official Indians Major League game. We hope you will enjoy this piece of MLB history. So I just thought that was outstanding of the great Satchel Paige. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you tuning in. This news with SGC being acquired by collectors will continue to get one video after another. But just think deeply about how it will affect things. I'm just such a big fan of SGC and have become so in the last 4 or 5 years. And they're fair. The service is great. And I just want them to stay the way they are. But anyway, so registry fans, think about that idea. The registry will change a little bit. And spring training fans, keep watching that baseball. Hope to see you guys at the Arizona Card Show if you're in the area. And take care and keep collecting.